Previously on Knights of the Old Republic. So the Hidden Becks are a organized, they're a gang. We'll call them that. They're a gang. In the lower city, there are some who do not bow to the conquerors. Swoop gangs like the Hidden Becks are gathering resources to one day strike against the Sith oppressors. You wish to strike another blow against the Sith, you would be wise to journey to the lower city and speak with Gadden Thek, the leader of the Hidden Becks. Becks are nothing but bantha fodder, and the Volcars are the strongest. Well, that remains to be seen, buddy. We'll teach you who's strongest. Our first rodeo. Dang! Sith aren't welcome here. Well, lucky for you, we're not Sith.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Oh, hey, Canderous. We didn't know you were working for Davik now. Yeah, we were just goofing around here. We don't want no trouble with a Mandalorian. Here's Davik's cut. Score and 17 years later, I have ironed out the performance issues that have plagued us for quite some time, actually. On your end, it shouldn't look much different, but on my end, there are some effects, but it's fine. It's fine. I was having a huge issue running down to this doorway and it crashing. So this time around, we're gonna figure out why there's like 17 turrets down here, and then we're gonna backtrack and explore some of the other areas of the lower city. So I'm going to venture forward and pray that all of my testing was not in vain.
Hold on, where do you think you're going? This area is restricted to undercity patrols. Without the proper security papers, I can't let you pass.
Proper security papers. I've got orders to join up with one of the undercity patrols.
I don't know how they do things in the upper city, but down here, we follow our orders to the letter. Without your security papers, I can't let you past. So just march on back to the base, talk to your commanding officer, and tell him you need the security papers. Otherwise, you ain't getting down.
But what about some credits? What about some money? Would you take some money? Anyway, we can't get down there, and our journal updated. Sith uniforms, giving you, however you and Karth are to enter the lower city together. Oh, it says we'll need a second uniform. That's interesting. Is the quest step, like, one step behind? Very interesting. How that updated late. I hope it doesn't throw things off later on, but it does feel like it's one step behind. But, you know, as the guy said, we do need, we need some proper authorization papers. I actually do think there is a way that it might catch up a little bit later, but we will worry about that if the time comes. I can use the rapid transit system to return back to my base. I think that also heals us, so yeah, I know how to use the fast travel system. Now, granted, when I crashed and I had to get back here, we took quite the beating against all of those black Vulcars that we had zero problems with the first time. So I do think using this system will heal us and not cause a crash, I'm praying. So let's make use of this feature. And it also gives us an opportunity to grab an energy shield. I do want to snag that, and we left some loot on the ground. Dang, we left $8 on the ground, and no one picked it up. Isn't that interesting? Let's talk to Larum real quick. Oh. I see what you mean. Just kidding, Laurum, it's me. I would like to purchase your energy shield. And, oh, he has med packs for 44 credits, see? Interesting. We'll definitely go to Zelka if we need more credits. But for now, excuse me while I yawn, I am going to purchase his energy shield and deplete almost exactly a little, like 1 credit more than half of our total monies. So I am going to buy this because it will be useful for us later on. So I am going to equip this. So, and what this does, it absorbs, it lasts for 4 minutes, and it also has a max damage threshold, and I don't know what that threshold is. Oh, 20 points of energy or electrical damage. So in our case, people shooting at us. People shooting at us. So, now that we have this in our possession, we're going to transit back. And this was the 2003 version of Fast Travel. Now that we're back in the wonderful, and I do mean wonderful, Lower City, let's go explore an area that could crash our game, known as the Cantina. The Lower City Cantina, that is. I don't know if this will actually crash our game or not. We'll go in there later. We have no reason to go into the hidden back base yet. But I do want to peruse Javyar's Cantina. Don't cause any trouble in Javyar's Cantina. You leave your problems and your attitude at the door. So I'm going to pop a quick save. And we're going to pray to God this doesn't crash our game. Oh look, this looks familiar, but there's blaster scoring on the walls now. Hey look, a person. Uriah. And Gelrude. Hey, we learned about Gelrude from the Upper City Cantina. He's a guy to play cards with. What's Uriah up to? But nobody up there carries the kind of Pazak cards I sell. Oh boy. Now, if we wanted to, I could sit here and grind out a boatload of cash by playing cards. I'm tossing around an idea, mulling an idea in my head of doing maybe a live stream at some point of just me playing cards. But, you know, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Pazak, you know, high-stakes gambling. Every player brings their own deck to a Pazak match, and the better your cards are, the better your chances of winning. This is true. My name is Uriah. Everyone knows that I'm the man to see if you need some extra cards for your Pazak deck. What do you say? You want to buy some cards? Show me what you got. I've been able to restock since the quarantine, but he's got a good selection. And the ones that you want are the plus-minus cards. These are the ones that are really, really good. But I'm relatively poor right now. I might need to go back and do some more dueling to get paid. I could also sell some things that I'm not going to need for a while. But until I decide to do some pretty high-stakes gambling, probably not gonna splurge on any of these cards, but it is useful to know it's here if we need it. We also have someone we can gamble with in Gelrude. Let me talk to him real fast.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrude. Are you a Pazak player by chance?
No, door.
It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been
KotOR?
banned from the Upper City Cantina.
He's been banned from the Upper City Cantina as I decide to speak gibberish while he spoke. Why were you banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match.
Questions?
If you want to ask questions, go talk to Zax in the bounty office. He knows everything that's happening on Taurus. I'm just here to play Pazak. So do you want to play or not?
I'll play,
Excellent.
and I won't
My
save
thoughts were getting
Scum.
somewhat low.
I won't save Scum, and I've definitely never beaten Gilrude. I feel like this is the guy, if you lose, I think you can claim that he cheats, which it doesn't do anything. I have 153 credits. You know what? We're going to gamble to a nice, round, even number. We're going to gamble 8 credits this time. So, that's what we're going to wager with our crappy, and I do mean crappy, starter deck. And the Space Blackjack has begun. We had a decent first card. Oh, we had another decent card. All right, well, he has burned a one of his side deck cards. So even if we were to lose this, I don't feel terrible because he had to spend something to win. It'd be nice if we were to come out, you know, even on this. Finally at 13. And we're at 21 because, of course, we are. It's fine. He had to burn a card. I don't feel horrible. We're at 10. 15. I'm going to burn one of mine. He does not have a -1. He doesn't have any minus cards. How interesting. Because he definitely would have burned a minus card there, I feel like. 1-1. One card burned apiece. So we're just going to let Space Blackjack... Oh, dear. We're going to let Space Blackjack carry the day. I'm going to stand at 18 and pray that he busts. I'm hoping for, like, I don't know, a 17, a 7 here. Let's cross your fingers, everybody. It worked. He has no minus cards. What are these? Are these ones, maybe? We have a chance of beating Gilrude, which I would be shocked if we somehow managed to pull this one out. $19. I mean, we can't lose if I burn this one. Oh, he had a 4. It's fine. Fine, we still have the advantage, technically. We have the advantage. He would have beaten us if we had stood on 19, so I'm not upset with that turnout. We have a 60% chance of not busting on the next turn. We have a 60% chance. So we have a 4. It's 60-40, so a little bit better than a coin flip. All right, cross your fingers, everybody. And this is how it's gonna go down. He's at 7, and I ended up at 24. Winner take all hand. I have a 70% chance of not busting on the next turn. I have a 60% chance of not busting on the next turn. Man, he's forced to play here. I actually like the 18 and stand play. And he -4'd me. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. He saved it. That is unbelievable.
You played well in our last match, but luck just wasn't
Oh, my goodness.
You want to play again? I'm sure you'll do better this time.
Oh, my God. I'm out of here.
If you're ever looking for a match and you get tired of posturing...
I don't even want to... I mean, it's $8, but... Oh, here we go.
Go away.
Who is this guy? We just want to say hi to Big Bad Bounty Hunter Callow Nord. Nah, this can't be Callow Nord. He's supposed to be tough. This guy's nothing but a runt. Jeez. One? What that mean? You be funny, tough guy? You know who we are, Callow. We're members of the Black Volcar gang. You don't want to be getting funny with us, tough guy. Me no understand. 1, 2, why he count? He trying to count how many of us it is against him? 3 against 1, Callow. What do you think about those odds? You got something else to say?
3.
Typical bar fight. Now what if I talk to him?
Go away.
Yeah, let's not. I saw him under those black Volkers. Nice work.
1.
I get it.
Smart.
We've got a little bit more exposition. We have KotOR and we have KotOR and we have Candaris, and those 2 guys are not someone I would want to tangle with as of this moment. A repair kit, and this guy had a med pack. And the good news is that we haven't crashed, so I'm tossing in a quick save. Even though we're down 8 space bucks. We're a little on the poor side, but you know, it is what it is. There's a Wookiee over there, and he's named. I'm gonna save him for later. Holden, hello, and more dancing. Yeah, and more musicians that maybe I'll toss in a little. Maybe I'll toss in a little Cantina band later. Oh, DMCA. Okay, Holden, what's going on, buddy?
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
I don't know if that is how that works. Yeah, I'm here to talk about the bounty on Dia's head.
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
You know, all's fair in love, and I want that bounty removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
I don't have the cash, and I just lost $8 to a not 100% totally honest card player. If you hire someone to kill Dia, it'll look like you weren't man enough to do it yourself.
If I let her get away with it, I'll look even worse. She's got to pay, either with her life or 200 credits to buy my forgiveness.
I'll go talk to her and see if she can come up with the credits.
You can do that if you want, but I doubt she's got 200 credits. That's a lot, and she's just a working girl. But that's the breaks, right?
Yeah, I'll be going.
Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
200 credits here, 200 credits there. Not my favorite way to go about using my funds. But you know, Karth, thank you. But you know, gotta do what we gotta do. It's experience, you know. It's experience points. Here we go again.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Little girl should not be in bar. This no place for little girl. If little girl's smart, she run away home now.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Little girl needs lesson in manners.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
Technically they're bipedal. Mission, I'm busy. They just brought my food.
Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Our problem with you, not the Wookiee.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Little girl lucky she has big friend. This is true. This is very true, and I just realized the low poly faces behind it because I'm scared to death of a crash in the cantina. I dare not throw my graphic settings back on high. But it's the sacrifice we are going to have to make, so it is what it is. It is what it is. But it shouldn't look too bad on your end. But we have some characters we've been introduced here again. So we've got Canderous, we've got KotOR, and now we've got Zalbar, and we have Mission. So I'll talk to Zalbar. Why are you bothering me?
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know?
I disagree with that, actually.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Well, we did kill a lot of gang members on the way here, so does that technically count? But hey, we speak the same language.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
Yeah, the streets aren't safe, I agree with that. I would agree with that. A Twi'lek street urchin. You got any questions?
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, KotOR.
Do you now? How about Davik King? Let's get a little exposition here.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange.
Interesting. Well, if he can if he can break the blockade, color me interested, and how can I get involved? About the Lower City gangs.
There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Ah, we have a turncoat in our midst, of course. Why did he leave?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
True, they have attacked me on sight multiple times. About KotOR.
KotOR's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
So Callow and Candace are on some kind of special job for Davik, however you would like to say it. Well, that's all the info she can give me.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go.
I haven't finished eating.
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Alright, well, we have met 2 unofficial members of the Hidden Becks, and looks like they're skedaddling out of here. I'm gonna hit another little quick save here in the event of an unfortunate crash. And I think I'm going to... Oh dear, the screen tearing. That was... Ooh, that was gross. I don't know if you can see that. You cannot. Okay. That is very interesting. On the recording, you can't see it, but up here, there's some really weird, like, screen tearing going on. How odd. Well, it's 2003 for you. I'm going to cut the recording here, and when we pick back up, we're going to finish up our exploration of Javyar's Cantina, and we're going to check out the Hidden Beck base. Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm auditioning a dancer? Or at least I'm trying to audition her. Not much point if she doesn't have a partner. Well, well, well. I just so happen to be a part-time dancer myself. The old fist pump. Classic dance move. Not seen you here before, Who-Man? Name's Zax. I'm the one in charge here. Are you looking for work? There are many bounties available here, legal and otherwise, but they all pay quite well. Color me interested, I'm poor.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims.
Okay, we are back after yet another crash, and I will never ever run in the corner of that room ever again. 1 down, 2 down, and 3 down.